how to make a Twitter toast notification using JavaScript. So if you look at this is our browser, what you notice is this tweet, okay, popping up. So this is called a toast notification in JavaScript. So what we want to do is to see how we can use JavaScript to generate something like this. So on my left hand side, I have my text editor right here, and I have 3 files opened up. I have a folder called Twitter toast notification. I have app.js, I have index.html, I have main.css. So what I'm going to do right now is that first of all, I'm going to come to my JS file and I'm going to create a blank page, right? Now I'm using image to do this. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a title called Twitter toast notification. Okay. So the next thing to do is I'm going to link my CSS main.css. Okay, so that's it. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a main. I'm going to create a simple div of just main, just one div. We need just this one div. Now this div is going to serve as our parent element throughout this this course. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come down first. Let's link our JavaScript first. I'll say script. So under here I'll put source. In the source I'm going to say app.js. Alright, so I'm going to come to my JavaScript. Now in JavaScript I'm going to create a function. Okay, so under this function I'm going to give it the title of load notification. Because I want to load a notification. So I'm going to so inside our function I'm going to create a constant variable of main. Okay, so I'm going to assign document get element by ID. I'm going to be putting main, of course. I'm going to be signing main. So in case I'm wondering what the heck is main, so this our main that you are seeing here is the ID of this tag that we have here. So basically what that means is that I'm actually storing the ID or that element inside this main variable. Okay, so I'm going to create another one again. I'll say const. I'll say notify. Okay, inside this notify I'm going to say document dot create element. Now I want to create element. Now the reason I create element because we want to dynamically insert a new element into the DOM. We don't necessarily need to create it here in our HTML file. Although we can do it, but this is just a better way to do it. So I'm going to say div because what I want to create is a div. But if I need a UL, I'll just call this UL. But for now, I'll just say div because that's what I need. So after creating our div, okay, our div tag. So the next thing for us to do is to assign it a class. So I'll say class list dot add. So I'm going to say I'm going to add a notification class to it. After adding that, the next thing to do is to add a text node. I'll say notify dot inner text. So out I'm going to set it to C tweets notification. Alright, so that's it. So the next thing for me to do, I will say notify dot append child. I'm going to put no, I'm going to put notify. Now I did a mistake here. This shouldn't be notify. This should be main. Now what is happening here is that I'm assigning this main, okay, to this place, and I'm saying append child. I'm saying append child, this child of notify to this main. So I'm storing this one into this one. So what is going to happen is that this is going to store this one as a direct child of this main. Okay. Now for me to see this, I will have to just attach our event listener. So I'm going to be say window does load. No, not load. Window dot add event listener. Okay, event listener is a method. So I'm going to give it an event type of load. I'm going to create and I'm going to pass in this function of load function. Alright, so if I save it, okay, it should show. But the reason what we have to do is this. The reason why it's not showing because I've not opened it with my live server. So I'm just going to right click, come back here. we'll come back here and just right click, use my last server and just open it. Okay, see, I just have a single tweet here, and this is the tweet. Now if I come to this app.js, this is what is outputting to the browser, because now after we create this, well, we have assigned a class to it. After this class, then we kind of put this tweet, which you can see here, and then we append it to this main here, and then we use this window, and then we attach an event listener of load, and then we'll call this function, meaning that as soon as this browser load, we want to see this thing pop out. Okay, now but this doesn't look really nice, so what we have to do is to style it so that it looks at least better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say notify. Okay, that notify, I will say background color, I will say sky blue. Okay, inside sky blue, I will say color, I will say white. So white, I will say font family Calibri. Okay, so I'll say fonts, I'll say font size, I'll say 1.3 em. Next thing for me to do, I'll say font style, I'll say italics. So let me save it and see what we have. So I'll say text and line, I'll say center, I'll say padding, 1 em, 1 em, 3 em. So I'll say border radius, I'll say 50 pixels. No. Okay, this is basically how I want it to be. Everything does align to the center nicely. So that's for the tweet. So I'll come back to my JavaScript so that I can finish what we started. Now you notice that this just stands static here. It's not moving. Nothing is happening. It's just there. But this is not how this thing should be. It should be whereby the thing does pop out when the page loads, and after some time, then the thing disappears back. So what we want to do is just to use a setTimeout to do that. We'll say setTimeout. Okay, so and I'm going to, inside setTimeout, I'm going to create an anonymous function. Okay, anonymous function without a name. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to say something like I'm going to say notify dot remove. Okay, so I'm going to say I want this notify to, what I assigned to this notify to remove. So and I want it to remove after 3 seconds, which is 300 milliseconds in JavaScript. So if I save it now, watch, the thing will disappear after 3 seconds. Okay, it has disappeared. Now as it disappears like this, it won't come back. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorials, I'm going to call setTimeout. But if you are doing your project, you might not necessarily call setTimeout. The reason I want to call setInterval rather is because I want it to keep repeating itself. So I'm going to call the load function. Okay, and I'm going to put 6,000 milliseconds, which is 6 seconds. So the thing is going to load now. Will disappear and to come back again. So that's basically it. This is basically how the tutorial should be. It's a very nice and short tutorial just to upgrade your JavaScript skills. So if you have anything you need to tell me, let me know. Drop a comment on the comment section and check out to get this thing. I've linked it behind. So see you in my next video.